Order, order. I say to the honorable gentleman, I will not tolerate such behavior. If you want to go out now. But if you stand again, I will order you out. Make your mind up, and then shut up and get out. I order, shut, Neil Hamby. I am now naming you and Kenny McCaskill to leave this chamber. So just deal with them. Deal with them. Deal with them. Just sit down. Outside. Number Sergeant-at-Arms, escort them out. Applause. Take them out, Sergeant. Let them out. Welcome back to Britain Info. The unthinkable just happened in the heart of British democracy. Keir Starmer, the man who once promised a calm and competent leadership, has just been thrown out of Parliament in a stunning and disgraceful display that rocked Westminster to its core. In full view of cameras, MPs, and the shocked British public, the Prime Minister launched an unprovoked, explosive verbal attack on Nigel Farage. And what followed may mark the beginning of the end for Starmer's political career. This wasn't a debate. This was a meltdown. And in a single moment of unchecked fury, Starmer crossed a line no Prime Minister has ever dared to cross, and paid the ultimate price. It all began with what was expected to be a tense, high-stakes debate over Britain's crumbling immigration system. The Commons chamber was already on edge, with recent migrant figures sending shockwaves through both urban and rural communities alike. Nigel Farage had just taken the floor, confident, deliberate, and clearly prepared. Without raising his voice, without any theatrics, he launched a focused and piercing attack on the government's failure to protect British borders. He accused the Labour Party of betraying working-class citizens, of bowing to European bureaucrats, and of masking illegal immigration under the veil of diversity and compassion. His words cut like a scalpel, precise, cold, and devastating. But no one expected what would happen next. Starmer, red-faced and visibly agitated, stood up, not to defend his government with logic or data, but to unleash a tirade that stunned even his closest allies. What began as a firm rebuttal quickly spiraled into a personal vendetta. He pointed directly at Farage and accused him of spreading hate, inciting division, and endangering democracy. The temperature in the room spiked instantly. The Prime Minister's voice cracked as he shouted, calling Farage a traitor to decency and a blight on this country's future. It wasn't policy. It wasn't leadership. It was rage, unfiltered, uncontrolled, and unacceptable. The Speaker of the House, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, looked visibly shaken. He called repeatedly for calm, reminding Starmer of parliamentary rules, but Starmer refused to yield. His attacks escalated. He slammed Farage as a disease infecting the soul of Britain, a line that drew horrified gasps from MPs across the political spectrum. Even hardened Labour veterans looked on in disbelief. The chamber wasn't just tense, it was frozen. This wasn't passion. This was a public collapse of composure from the most powerful man in the country. Then came the turning point. The Speaker, in a move that stunned the entire chamber, invoked Standing Order 43, a rare disciplinary act almost never used against sitting prime ministers. He ordered Starmer to withdraw his statements and apologize immediately. Instead, Starmer shouted back, his voice echoing through the historic hall, refusing to retract a single word. At that moment, tradition, law, and order collided with political ego. Security was discreetly called in. Within seconds, uniformed officers appeared by the chamber doors. Gasps filled the room as the impossible became reality. Keir Starmer, the sitting Prime Minister, was ordered to leave the chamber. When he refused again, security officers approached. What followed was a scene